sure how to stabilize and secure your remote income so you can kind of control it every week? Are you working in the same old apps like Uber, Lyft, like DoorDash, Postmates, and the list kind of goes on? What happens with no fault of yourself that you get deactivated, and then there goes your income? All of a sudden panic mode starts to reach in because your income has been slashed, right? And that's where we all make the same kind of mistakes. Don't allow someone to dictate your well-being. You can change that. Yes, right now you can change that. Now, what I'm ready to show you is not going to be easy. It takes work, but the rewards are real huge, right? Stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to do just that. Now, for the best advice on reducing your debt and creating remote income while living in a mobile vehicle. Now, whether that's in a car, SUV, trailer, and RV, don't forget to subscribe below and hit the notification bell so I'll alert you of videos when they come out every week. I've had over 37 years running businesses. In the last 5 years, I really concentrated my efforts on remote and passive income. It's only within maybe the last couple years I started setting up different income streams that could be done remotely, but also can be done by the computer. So with all that experience, I brought it to the table because my life also has changed because of it. I had to reinvent myself, reinvent my companies. So what I'd like to do is show you exactly how I did that, because I started with a little bit of income and build it as I grew. The biggest thing I did is use the Ride Local platform, which gave me more money for the effort that I was putting into it. I've had over 37 years of creating income in business. I believe that I've been doing this side gig or this hustle my whole life. It's true, I've started out with a company that did air ducting, carpet cleaning. But that was an income. I also was looking to get into other income, so there was always other things I was getting into. Then the pandemic hit, and that changed everything. It changed the way we see life as we know it today. And now that gives awareness to the public, knowing that I take rides. They see the Lyft, because I am a Lyft driver, but they also see the other one that they find out later that's Ride Local logo. Then I went ahead and spent a little bit of money and got magnetic signs to put on both sides of the vehicle. And that kind of just lets people know that they can either go on the website or they can download the QR code. And that really has brought in some business. And then I also have camera, video, audio, and video recording devices inside, so I do have a notice on the vehicle. Now, if you notice, because in my previous video, I showed like how I did that, how I changed my vehicle, into taking passengers to where I didn't. So this is what it looks like during the day, and then everything is in the back. Okay, this is where I'm visiting today. It's actually Yuma Armed Forces Park. This is where I'm gonna hang out. One thing about Yuma is that it gets very, 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 very windy a lot of times. I mean, you'll have vendors out there with their tents, and all of a sudden their tents will start blowing away. So a lot of them use sandbags in order to secure it. I've even seen people hang water jugs to the top. Anyhow, this just is a memorial to everybody who served and died for our freedom. I don't take freedom lightly, I really don't. Although I don't think we're 100% free no matter what. There's always restraints to freedom, and freedom does cost us. So this is some of the costs. It has cost a lot of American lives to give us the freedom that we cherish so much today. It's really, it's heartfelt for me. I served in the Marine Corps, but to see people that really gave up their lives for it is a whole new ball game. It's just amazing. Here's somebody else. She's out here looking at the memorial as well. It's just, you gotta have, and if you look at some of these dates, these guys died, a lot of them died young. They didn't have no really life. Their life was striped from them, and they gave us our freedom. And yet some of us, we don't cherish it, we don't honor it and respect it like we should. I think we forget the cost that many had to suffer in their lives for our freedom. Okay, so you see a little bit about the sacrifice young guys and also military people have made for our country in order to give us freedom that we have. Even though we aren't 100% free, we are freer than any other country. We really are, folks. One thing I do have, I'm heartfelt for it, because the freedom that I talk about now is a lot different than what I talked about years ago. As a child, I bought into the rat race of the everyday living, the sticks and bricks, the picket fence, the family, the whole, and I'm not saying family is bad. I'm saying I bought into the idea. Most people felt like that's all the alternative or all the option they had, and so that's what they went with. We had others. We didn't have to have that rat race job. We didn't have to just go chasing success, because success can be chased anywhere, whether it's under the sunshine or whether it's under the gloomy skies. It can be chased anywhere. But the nice thing about when you're mobile, man, you experience so much. Oh God. And I can talk about how much you experience and how heartfelt it is, but I can't explain it until you go and do it. And if you look at anybody in the YouTube channel, like Bob over Cheap RV Living, what does he say about it? He wouldn't do anything else. He really wouldn't. And somebody made a comment on my channel and said something about, how he doesn't like to be around people, and that's why he does it. Because he thinks a lot of people in this world are bad and negative and all that, and I agree with that. There are a lot of people like that, but there's also a lot of people that are good. They got genuine hearts, they're heartfelt, and they give to people. And I'll give you an example. I met a guy that I take down to Aldegonas, Mexico border. I drop him off, he walks across. But before I do that, he wants me, as his personal driver, he wants me to stop off at Dollar General. So I stop there, I wait. He goes in and buys about $17 worth of candy. And then when he goes to the border, because he has to get medicine and stuff, it's a lot cheaper down there. What does he do? He's been doing it for like 4 years. He goes down there and gives them candy to the kids. The Spanish and Mexican kids down in Mexico, the people in Mexico, the children, he touches and reaches their hearts. Now when he comes down, it's almost like they can't wait for him to come down. And then he told me a story how he gave them, a lot of them like those lemon heads. And they do like Twizzlers. It's cute when he tells me the story. Anyhow, one of the lemon heads, underneath it, he put a $50 bill. And then he gave it to the ma. And then he just walked away, he didn't say anything. Can you imagine the transformation of that mother's life because of the $50? $50 changed that person's life and changed the children's life. If we can do those, we can just reach out for our excess. We can take our excess and touch other people's lives with it. We'll do far greater than we've ever done, and it'll be really our purpose will be lived. We will be fulfilled and feel fulfilled because we spread the love that we have in our hearts. It's a little windy out here, but the neat thing about this whole thing is that people literally come out here early in the morning and then they hike up Telegraph Pass. Beautiful place out here. Beautiful. Just amazing. I do love the mountains. Someone said, what's the difference between Florida and Arizona? And someone else said, well, I like the mountains better. I just like the oceans. So the mountains are spectacular. People ask me, he goes, man, why'd you do this thing? You broke, you okay financially and stuff? Really, it's not about being financially okay. It's about having struggles and issues. And I don't want to interrupt him. He's having an afternoon nap, which is kind of cool. People, if this is our country, we should be able to lay where we want to lay, go where we want to go, without any hassle, restraints, without anybody telling us anything different. But sometimes we don't have that. There's cases where we hear of oppression. And maybe that's why the mobile living is so appealing to me, because I can feel, if it gets hot in the kitchen, get out. So I have the means to get out. I take my mobile drone and I go down the road. Think about some of the things I have done. It's been kind of crazy. I come down to Yuma, and then I end up bringing Green Coat 2 here, right? And then after I did that, then I had to ride local. I opened up that platform here. And then I met a farmer. He's got a bunch of citrus trees. So I kind of worked that deal out with him and stuff. And so we're out there selling oranges and grapefruit, tangerines, tangelos, and lemons. Who would ever think I'd be in the fruit business? Now we're going into like a dark tunnel. Apparently this thing that you go into goes to the railroad. Access to the Amtrak. Huh. Kind of a little scary. Who would want to come down here in the nighttime? I wouldn't. I even know they do have lights when you get out in here. That's what it does, huh? Let's go up there and see what it looks like. Now stay tuned, because what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how to download the app, how to use the functionality of it, and that way you know how to start it out. Because really starting it out would be downloading the app and then filling out the necessary paperwork, and then on that top of that it would be sharing the app. So you can literally invite people for rides on the app itself, and then when you do that, they get locked right into your account as a driver. And so let's say they decide to use you, well, they go right to your platform, not no one else's. And really, if you open up your platform and work it right now, because everything is starting to get back in order with the pandemic, that'd be the best thing to do, is be at the ground floor, build your platform and your business to solidify your type of income that you want to make. Now is the time. Once you're on the site, then you can go ahead and do the hamburger menu and hit remote income ideas, and then it'll give you some ideas on this one as far as the different apps that you can download. If you hit the ride local, it'll give you an opportunity to tell you information about the app when you build your business, as far as your driving platform, and it also has a QR code that you can sign up and then speed the process. There's also a form that you can fill out, and it'll give us an idea of exactly what you're looking for, what type of income you're looking for, what type of platform you need. That's really simple. We've made it really easy and not complex, and the reason being is because we want people to be able to have their own independent, make 100% of fares, all their delivery fees, and hopefully they can build their platform within the cities in which they live. And then if you go into the Apple Store or the Google Store, you'll see the Ride Local Driver app, and you can go ahead and set that up. Nice thing about it though is that if you notice on it, it has the credits and stuff, and it shows you how much you are owed. And then it also has your recent jobs and the amount of money that you made on your recent jobs. And then it'll have also your profile in here as well. So it'll show you what you drive under. Like right here is airport rides are approved to go now, and the RL delivery. Regular delivery doesn't require a lot as far as insurance and vehicle. But the rideshare does, because of state requirements. You can check on our page to see what the requirements of that is. Interested in building your own platform, or if you have any questions, go ahead and please comment below, yes or no, what you could see yourself doing.